If you are watching this video today, you are in for a treat for two reasons. Number one, I'm about ready to go into the St. Charles Boat Show that happened a couple of weeks back and meet with a couple of new friends of the channels with MarineMax. I am going to introduce you to Jeff and Jansen, who are going to show us around the boat show and the 6 boats that MarineMax has featured here, which will blow your mind. But in addition to that, this is the beginning of a new series on the Lake of the Ozarks Lifestyle channels. If you're watching this, you've already become accustomed to the real estate update videos that we do on a monthly basis. But now we are going to be incorporating new boating videos every single month. We are going to be showing you the latest and the greatest and the coolest boats that the Lake of the Ozarks has to offer. And these guys today are going to be a big part of bringing this to the channel. So buckle up, make sure you've subscribed, share this channel with your boating friends, and let's head into the boat show so I can introduce you to my new friends. Jeff Kelling.
Jeff Hitzer, how are you?
Dude, I'm excited for this new series that we're going to roll out, and you are the one who came to me first.
Absolutely.
So you are going to be the guy. You are going to be. We got some people in the background here. We are here at the St. Charles Boat Show.
Yes, sir.
The MarineMax. You've got how many boats here?
We have 5 boats here today. A little bit smaller show, but we got 5 awesome pieces of inventory to come check out.
And you are a boat salesman with MarineMax. How long have you been doing that?
Been about 2 years here at MarineMax, but I'm a lifelong boater. I have a strong passion for boating and connecting families to the water. So that's my passion, that's my drive for this whole thing.
And you're a Lake of the Ozarks.
I'm a Lake of the Ozarks, absolutely.
Awesome. Live there full time?
Full time. 22-mile marker off of KK in Osage Beach. Stop by my dock anytime and have a good time.
You heard that. You heard that.
Stop by.
So we are going to showcase a bunch of boats here with not only you, but also Jansen, right?
Correct. Yep.
So I think there's really nothing better to do than to showcase these. And I want to preface this by saying this is off-water showcasing. We're going to take this 10 steps further on the future series by putting these boats in the water.
Correct, yeah. We got to get them on the water. We encourage people to come out and get on the water with us, take a ride in these boats and see the difference that the quality of these builds and the enjoyment they provide are phenomenal.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Appreciate it. Thank you, Jeff.
My partner number 2, Jansen.
Pleasure to meet you, Jeff.
Dude, we just met Jeff. And this is, as I mentioned, this is going to be a series. We're going to do all sorts of boat highlights, spotlights, and this is the beginning. And so today you guys are going to take us around all 6 of the boats you've got here at the boat show. But why don't you start by just letting us know who the hell you are?
Absolutely. My name's Jansen Fancher, 32 years old. Been with MarineMax selling boats for 6 years. Been around boats my whole life. My father, he owns a marine electronics company. So know the ins and outs on that, know how to make them all rock out, and the electronics portion is very easy.
Are you a Lake of the Ozarker from day one?
I am from day one, born and raised, left for 8 years, modeling actually. Came back home because, let's face it, there's no place like home, especially at Lake of the Ozarks.
Well, now that you just mentioned the modeling, now I'm not going to be the best looking guy on this channel anymore. So.
Oh, no.
Let's go look at some boats, man.
Awesome. Thanks, Jeff.
All right, Jeff, where are we leading off here, buddy?
All right, cool. So we're on a 2025 Sea Ray 290 SDX. And Jeff, this is by far our most popular seller at the lake. 9-foot beam on a 29-foot boat.
Why is it the best seller?
It's for the price point and everything you get in a 29-foot boat. Very comfortable, got a refrigerator, you've got a nice solid helm, it's powered by a Mercury 380 horse engine, got a nice roomy head down below.
Yeah, it is.
The Fusion audio system on this boat, absolutely phenomenal. You've got a manual tower that does collapse. Also access to the ski tower, ski ropes up above, pulling tubers. But for the family getting into boating at the lake, Jeff, this is the boat that I'll lead you to, and this is a great place to start.
Nice big open bow up here.
So it's our sun deck feature, Jeff, and that's gonna be a big wide bow versus our SLX. And this is a Sea Ray traditional SDX feature right there with that bow. Nice, safe, and spacious.
Is that the squared off? Is that What makes it that uniqueness?
That is the squared off of the bow. It does not come to the traditional V point on the bow. But, again, family, safety, and this is the boat just for that. But again, the price point on this boat, Jeff, is what drives this boat. You can get into this 29-foot brand new Sea Ray, full warranty and everything like that for under $200K here at the show. So
it's a steal nowadays, my friend.
it is. Auto trim tabs, Simrad displays, Fusion audio. Everybody that I've sold this boat to absolutely loves it. And typically what we're doing on this boat is we're doing a step from here into the 310 or to the 400.
It's a great way to start this off, man.
So, yeah, very, 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 very popular boat here. And this one, we've got it in an outboard version too. It's got twin 250s on the back with a joystick. I've also got it with a single lounger across the back versus these captain's chairs.
What's more popular?
These are very, 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 very popular. Got a cooler right in front there and then storage as well. So a lot of different reasons that this boat does provide one of the ultimate budget-friendly, entertaining boats at the lake.
On to boat 2.
There we go.
All right, boat number 2, we're bringing Jansen in. Jansen, what do we got here?
We've got a 2025 Harris 250 Cruiser, powered by a Mercury 250 horsepower outboard. Come on aboard, we've got the lily pad ladder, really deep here in the water. It makes it easy so anybody can get in and out. Even dogs are able to get in and out on this ladder, so
nice.
that makes it really nice. Even there on the hard surface. And as we move forward, notice this big ski tow bar. Be able to tube behind this, ski behind this, all this additional support really adds to the structure of this. And what's great with these safety chains here,
Just going to ask you that. Can you ride back here?
you can legally ride back here while underway.
That's nice.
It's got cup holders. This is equipped with a smart charger, so it'll trickle charge your batteries year round, so your boat's always ready to go.
So we can scroll TikTok while we're out on the lake.
Exactly that. Down in here we've got great storage. It's got the full boat cover under there. It's got the clips.
Wow.
So that's great. Of course, you got your transom speakers, so if you guys are coving out back here, you are able to rock out to your favorite tunes or listen to those TikTok videos.
Would this be considered kind of a base level pontoon?
This would be an entry-level pontoon here.
This is not what I'm used to on a base level. This is a beautiful boat.
This has the upgraded vinyl, the pillow top, really nice, feels like a great leather. And then of course, if you really want to lounge out, take a nap,
Hell yes.
with the Bimini top here, we're going to have 12 feet of coverage. So if you want to be out of the sun, you can. If you don't, close it up just like you see there. Of course, you're going to have some more storage. Got some fenders in there. That's your table wrapped up. Batteries are going to be located under here. We always order ours with a dual selector switch. That way you want to cove out, you can rock out all day. Or if you want to, turn it over to both. Always be ready to rock when you
You don't
want.
have to worry about your batteries dying and sit on the lake all day.
Exactly that. Got the dual captain's chair. So you want to sit next to your wife, some friends. That comfort level is there. Got the bolster seat. And of course at the dash, we've got our Simrad screen here. This is a 7-inch. So you're going to be able to see your charts, your real-time engine data. Over to the right, you've got a wireless phone charger, so you don't have to worry about that bouncing out in the water.
And you're charging.
Exactly
I
that.
mean, the cords. Shoot.
Got the bolster over here, so if you want to see above, you can. If you need that extra boost on height. This boat is rated at 15-person capacity.
More storage. Oh,
Massive storage.
Oh, damn. How many humans could I fit in there?
How big are they?
I mean, that's,
I'd say at least a good 2 bodies in there.
yeah, I'd say so. And then multiple kids.
Exactly.
What's this right here?
So under here, we've got additional storage.
Nice.
Small cooler could fit in there.
Oh, yeah.
Stuff your towels, your boat bag. Also, another thing, you've got a port entry.
Nice.
Notice how wide it is.
That comes in handy.
All of our doors are spring loaded. So, and another thing is they are rated at 450 pounds. So if somebody were to fall into this on the rough waters that we get at Lake of the Ozarks, just know they're going to be safe and aren't going out of the
Gonna
vessel.
hold you up.
Moving forward, great seating on both sides. One thing I like to touch on here with Harris is you can always get under their seats with one hand. Now notice these grooves in here. What that's going to do is, so if you've got the kids or you just get out of the water, so it's not going to be leaking down into your storage compartment, it's actually going to go out in the fencing on your boat.
Really?
So that's kind of a nice thing
Clever.
there.
That's clever.
Absolutely. Got cup holders both sides, and we've also got phone chargers. So not everybody gets the wireless, but you do have USB-C and USB-A.
That's brilliant.
Again, that spring-loaded part. And in here, great anchor locker, got more speakers.
Dude, this is an awesome boat. What can I get into this boat for?
Okay, so we're looking at $91,464 out the door.
So we are 2 boats in, and one is under 200, one's under 100. We're off to a good start here.
Absolutely.
But I think we're going to get more expensive.
We are, and just wait till what we have next for you guys.
All right, let's do it. All right, Jeff, now we're getting into the boats that are more representative of the hat I'm wearing.
Who doesn't love a nice little tri-tune, Jeff?
This is a sexy one.
Yeah, this is our Harris Grand Mariner. It's one step below our top, which is the Crown model. But this guy has everything and anything you're going to need to have a great time on the water.
Nice wakeboard tower.
You know,
Giving it that look.
right? And not all tri-tunes are created the same, or
No.
equally, you
No.
might say, right? So with the Harris, everything starts from the chassis down, and that's a huge selling point. Come on out to the marina and check this out. The lifting strakes from the M channels across to the crush panels on the chassis itself.
What do you call this right here? I mean, this is almost like some sort of a protectant of the tune.
Yeah, it's called, it's a Vantage, it's called a tune guard. Basically it just protects the boat from rubbing up against the dock or any damage that might happen
When
to
we're
the
bumping
tunes.
into shit.
When we're bumping into shit,
Try not to do that, though.
right? Look at this ladder, Jeff,
That's nice.
right? Brand new lily pad ladder. Easy
Lily
to-
pad ladders. Explain that.
Yeah, it's just easy to get in, easy to get out. But the thing about it is that it's got big wide steps. You can get up and into the boat very safely versus your traditional piano style ladder.
We got a 350 on this guy.
350 V10, Jeff, but if you come on down here, I want you to take a look at this.
What in the Sam Hill is going on here?
I know it, right? So we got one here on the port aft, and then we've got one on the starboard bow.
No, stop it.
I know. And guess what you get to do from the helm, Jeff?
I can already tell you, you could flip circles.
You can flip circles, you can walk the boat straight sideways, you can do whatever you want with this Harris Tri-2.
Dude, that's
So there's a
badass.
joystick up at the helm, we'll show you here in a few, but these will deploy.
All right, Jeff, now this is what I expect to see in a luxurious tri-tune.
Well, again, you're gonna get nothing but the best, Jeff, with the Harris product. These seats are absolutely ultra comfortable. You've got a power tower here as well that comes down if you've got a height restriction at your dock. Simrad controls at the helm, raised helm. There's our joystick we were talking about.
That's insane. Never thought I'd see a joystick on a pontoon.
Yeah, if you ever get in a wind, Jeff, how easy is it to drive and park your playcraft?
No comment.
Very difficult, huh? No worries anymore, my man.
So, and this is obviously this pops up here. This is a nice little card table. What do you call that?
It's just a little lounge table. I use it as a workstation here at the boat show.
Nice.
Set my laptop up and do a little work, but just another place to set drinks, food, serve food. This is our center walkthrough layout. We've also got it with a lounger layout as well.
Man, I see a lot of storage in here too.
You know, let me show you one thing, Jeff, real quick. See how easy these come out?
Yeah.
What you're gonna see with a Harris is every one of our storage compartments are lined. Everything will stay dry in the tune. You got towels, you got suits, and it doesn't matter which model it is, they're all gonna have that safe dry storage compartment.
What did they think of that?
That's just Harris for you. They're always redefining the tri-tune game. Made in Fort Wayne, Indiana, right here, locally Midwest. Can't escape greatness.
This is a beautiful. This is not your grandfather's pontoon.
Not your grandma's pontoon anymore. That's right. Yep.
Awesome. Thanks, brother. All right, Jansen. Now we're getting into the big boys.
Boat number 4, we've got a 2025 Sea Ray 310 SLX. Got a beautiful horizon stripe here going down the center. Have that typical Sea Ray sex appeal going down the water. Look at that hard top. Got the carbon fiber accent there with the blue light there on the side. And let's talk about power. We've got twin V10 400 horsepower Mercury outboards. Got it in the wonderful white. This will propel this boat in the mid 60 mile per hour range. So you could really move on Lake of the Ozarks if you want to. Right here you're gonna have your ladder, or swim seat, excuse me. And then here on this transom lounger, what's nice is if you don't want to lay back all the way or sit back, you've also got these where these ratchet up in different sections. So it makes it really nice. And on top of that, over here on the port side, you've got a Fusion radio control remote, so you can actually adjust your songs, not having to worry about your phone if you guys are all wet. It's kind of recessed down in there.
Yep.
And then we've got
Holy
great
cow.
storage. How many life jacket bags do you think you could fit in there?
I was gonna go bodies again, but
And of course you got the LED lights here in the cool cup holders. Here we've got a built-in cooler.
oh damn, that's nice.
That way, now this isn't going to be like your Yeti, but what it will do is give you the opportunity, if you're filling up your fuel tank, that'll keep your drinks cold all day. Walk through there, we've got our battery switches. So let's say you cover the entire boat. What's great about that is all you have to do is unsnap that corner and you're able to turn everything off right there. Huge benefit. Can't tell you how many times I've had to crawl under to the helm just to turn those off.
Ooh, nice.
Optional grill on these 310s. This one's equipped with it. And so you can get your hot dogs, hamburgers, or whatever you'd like on there. Veggie kebabs. Of course, let's not forget about our refrigerator.
Of course not.
Got to have cold beer, Trulies, or your beverage of choice. And as we walk in, we've got this great wraparound seating, diamond stitching. One of the favorite parts of the boat, believe it or not, is this dedicated purse or towel storage. Or your bags, what have you.
You're really winning over the ladies with this boat, I think.
Fusion sound system, LED lights in there. Talk about this hardtop more. We have an opening sunroof that is manually operated, so we don't have to worry about anything failing there. Great option. Down below, full-size cooler storage.
Holy cow, is it ever?
So you can throw your Yeti in there if you wish. Now this seat is in this current rotated position, so if you guys are coved out, everyone wants to hang out, you still have that ability. Now let's say we're wanting to run down the lake. Now you can face forward with your captain.
Damn.
Two couples can fit on both of these seats. Makes it really nice.
Once again, appealing to the ladies.
Great spot here at the helm. So we've got the Axios joystick. And what that allows me to do is be able to dock this boat with ease. On those windy days, it makes it so anybody can truly drive the boat. And what's great is when I'm going to back into my slip, I've got complete visibility on everything behind me. What's also fantastic about that is I can drive this with the same controls as it does forward. Everything I do, it's gonna make it really easy to slide right into that slip.
Thinking paradise.
100%, 100%. Real-time engine data points. These screens are super fast, kind of operate just like your cell phone. There's our map, kind of like your home button there. Got your echo, down scan, and boat controls.
Damn.
Let's not forget about a great day head.
Wow, that's roomy.
Phones, wallets, keys, great storage compartment there. Moving forward in the bow, look at this lounge area. Right in this triangular section here, you can actually fill this in with a bow filler cushion so you can have a complete lounger up here. I'm 6'1". I've got plenty of space up here. My fiance could sit beside me and we can both be comfortable on the water.
Yeah, I think I can picture it right now.
Great grab handles, of course, windlass anchor. And if you get too hot up here and you don't want to get in the water, I've got a freshwater washout.
Nice.
Could have storage in the floor and another storage compartment here. I skipped over on our way through because there's so much to talk about.
Holy cow.
Another big storage compartment.
That's the cover there, huh?
It is.
Beautiful.
It's got the infinity woven vinyl flooring, snaps in and out. Great if you spill some red wine on it, pressure wash it, put a little vinegar on it, it'll clean right up.
Sounds like you've done that before.
I do speak from experience. Also, we've got the extended sunshade here. What's great is if you guys are coving out back here and you've had enough of the sun, that's actually going to come back and go out to right here at the edge of this seat. So you'll be completely covered and protected from the sun.
Wow. Jansen, boat number 5.
Look at this beauty. We have a 2025 Sea Ray 400 SLX. Again, we got that Horizon gel coat stripe there just along the bottom. This beautiful black accent. Of course, we've got our LED lighting here. Look at that hardtop size. Wow. This is what everybody calls the Entertainer. The ultimate day boat. So if you want to bring all your friends and family, depending on their size, you can fit up to 20 people on this boat comfortably. Massive swim platform. This cutout that you see right here is going to drop down in the water. If I'm sitting on it, you're looking at the water line right here at the hips. Perfect for everybody who wants to get in and not have their full body submerged. Over here on the port side, we've got a shower drain. And so in here is going to actually be your shower. And a pole will be mounted right in here.
No way.
So if you get the kids all sandy, you can rinse off and not get it in your
Captain Ron's, Frankie and Louie's.
Exactly.
Papa Chubby's. Love it, man.
Line storage, got your shore power cables. And actually on the port side here, right next to the shower, is our largest storage compartment on the boat.
Wow.
You can actually fit up to 2 full-size paddle boards.
Yes, you can.
And that runs all the way up. One thing I'd like to also touch on is Sea Ray's Quiet Ride technology. That is a patented process that reduces engine noise by 50%. So you and I can sit here on the back of the boat and have a nice conversation. Not while underway back here, but here inside, you can do that. Over here on the starboard side, you have a folding gunnel. So what's great for that is if you do want to opt for the outboards, you lose that swim platform, but you still have a great space for everybody to hang out. This pops open, it gives you that great lounge access there.
That's cool. A gunnel, huh? I called it a wing.
Yeah, gunnel, wing, whatever you want to call it. Makes a great day for jumping in right there.
Beautiful. That's when you know you've arrived at the big boats.
Here's your gunnel controls. Moving forward, little step here, a little storage compartment. You got another radio control, swim platform, and engine hatch controls. And let's not forget, we got our sink. We've got a great storage compartment, sunglasses, sunscreen, phones, wallets, keys, grill, and we got a TV that mounts here.
Really?
Moving down, we've got dual refrigerators with freezers up top. Keep those drinks cold all day. And let's not forget, this does have a generator, so you guys can rock out, stay charged all day. Dual trash cans, one for your cans or drinks, the rest for the rest.
For the overachieving recyclers?
Exactly that. I've got the table here that folds in half, allows you to get back in here really easy. And another Sea Ray thing, purse storage, towel storage, bag storage.
Ladies.
Exactly. Back there we've got full-size cooler storage. No one needs to get up to access their favorite beverages. Big question, where are the batteries? Right here, recessed under this seat. Another thing, just like on the 310, if you forget to, what's great is you unsnap a couple of those snaps, you're able to crawl through with how tall this boat is and turn those off.
Really?
Same thing here, got another rotating seat.
Yep.
Everybody can hang out together. Another spot so you can do half and half. And then the final, like you see here. Moving forward to the helm, these massive Simrad screens, just like the other boats, but we've got full and complete boat controls. You can change the color of the LEDs. I've got complete control of the lights, water levels, waste tank. Of course, you can change your units if you're from a foreign country. Over here, complete, just like your boat's iPad essentially, but it's all connected and intertwined. Got your fusion head unit, and what's great is if any, let's say, voltage were to fail for some reason and you don't have access to your screens, everything that you need safety related is all right here, so you can get back home to your dock safely. This boat is equipped with dynamic running surface, which will auto level the boat using the trim tabs. Digital throttle and shift, you got one lever, accessibility, and let's not forget that Axios joystick. Same spot that Sea Ray always puts it, great spot for easy docking and control of this vessel. Moving down, we've got
literally
a cabin that can sleep up to 4 adults. So what's going to happen here, this is one of those foldable tables, this will actually drop down and there's a cushion that will fill this to make this a bed.
And remind us how tall you are?
I am 6'1". Look at this.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's roomy. I'm pleasantly surprised.
No, absolutely. Of course, let's not forget about the pillows. Now, let's say your kids are down here, they're wanting to watch some TV. What's great is there's not anything in here. We've got all of our AC voltage controls all hidden, so we're not going to accidentally push something that we shouldn't have.
Yep.
And then a little bit more storage. Usually we've got some manuals in here, fire extinguisher. Another zone here for Fusion, except for this is its own system, so you can rock out separate tunes down here. Air conditioner controls, heat controls, and of course generator controls.
Little refrigerator and microwave here.
Exactly that.
And even more space.
So that bed down there is about equivalent to a king-size bed. Those cushions you see there are actually part of the bow filler cushion that we'll get to in a minute. And then let's not forget a very functional full-size head. This is a wet head. You do have a shower there on the right-hand side behind that curtain. Ladies can fix your hair, check the makeup, make sure everything's good to go. Moving up, now when we're walking through here, look at this space. Sea Ray has stored their boat perfectly. This is that TV I was talking about that goes in that hole over there. This is dedicated storage, so you don't have to find a place to put it. It's not going to be laying there on the bed in the way. This will fold over, completely enclose that if you wish, and of course your wind dam on those cold days. Moving forward to my favorite part of the boat, this open bow. This is truly an experience where this triangle here will fill in. 3 full-size adults can sit here comfortably. Fantastic ride. You feel like you're Rose in the Titanic sitting up here. It is absolutely incredible. This triangular section here will fill in with a bow filler cushion. That's what we saw down there in the cabin. So you're able to lounge up here. And down below, we have our dedicated table storage.
Oh, wow.
There's your base for that bow filler cushion. Let's not forget our Fusion radio control. So there are multiple points in which you can change your song, crank up the volume, and it's all zone controlled. So if you want to rock out up here, the adults in the back want to have a conversation, you're able to do so. Now look at that hardtop. We've got those accent lights, opening sunshade. Now what I'm going to do is change the LED lights to a color. There's blue. Now I'll turn it to a 7-color cycle, and that will connect your speakers, your hardtop, your exterior accent lights. Now for running, you don't want the exterior lights to be on, so there is a mode for that to return to your dock, so you're not going to get pulled over out there doing something you shouldn't.
You hear that? You hear that, dipshits?
And this sunroof operates as easy as you think it would. Plain, simple, done. Moving back towards the transom, we've got the extended sunshade, and that's just like on the 310, is going to come back to about the edge of this back seat here. So if you guys want to come take a ride on this boat, make sure to give myself a call, 573-365-5382. Ask for Jansen. Thank you so much.
I think we got to take this one out on the water.
Oh,
We're going to have to highlight this one.
Twin 430 horsepower Mercruiser engines. That'll get you plenty fast out here on Lake of the Ozarks.
Let's do it. All right, Jeff, we saved the best for last. What do we have here?
Oh, this is the flagship of the show. It's by far the biggest boat of the show, and it is my particular favorite boat to drive. This is a Cruisers Yachts 2025 42 GLS powered by twin 600 V12 Mercury engines. And guys, this 20+ thousand pound boat here right now will spin right over 60 miles an hour. It's a flagship of our fleet. We've got dual terraces that fold down on this side, taking this 12-foot 6-inch beam to another 4 foot on that side and a 4 foot on that side, almost 20 feet across. So if you want to imagine yourself being out in the cove, anchored down, imagine all the other boats tied up around you being the focal point of the cove. I've also got a stern drive of this at the marina as well, and that has a huge terrace, a huge platform that also drops down into the water. So come check that one out as well.
I'd like to.
Jeff, this interior, absolutely the most comfortable interior that I've ever sat in. It is absolutely plush, beautiful, extremely comfortable. The seating arrangement on this boat, very convenient, and is the ultimate entertainer as you're rolling down the lake. Imagine yourself rolling into a restaurant, swinging into the Reserve, Tap and Grill, Redheads, whatever it is, in this boat right here, and you're going to be definitely turning some heads at the dock. You've got a moonroof above you here that opens up, full enclosed windshield. You can make this boat, guys, this is a 12-month boat. You can fully enclose this cabin here and go ahead and enjoy it. My favorite part for my passengers right here, or if you're coving out, the bar stools, right?
That's cool.
The bar stools, sitting here riding underway, absolutely uncomfortable, sitting here serving drinks, making margaritas right here at the bar. Super fun.
That's cool.
Come on up to the bow, bud.
Open. I love it. Open bow.
So Jeff, did you step over any steps when you came up into the boat?
I did not.
So that's another thing about cruise yachts we absolutely love. It's one level, it's one deck all the way across. Big, deep, wide, safe, feels ultra comfortable going down the lake. Again, huge spacious bow to come and sit. You can put at least 6, 8, maybe 10 people up here in the bow, cruise along, have a great time.
This thing probably handles incredibly well at the Lake of the Ozarks too, doesn't it?
You know, people think boats of this size, they're a struggle to get out of the water and get on plane. With that power plant back there and this boat and this hull, you can cruise along 12, 14 miles an hour, no bow rise, sitting there having a great view out of the cockpit and seeing everything in front of you.
It's awesome.
Very cool. So this windshield does close, flap comes down, you can fully enclose the cockpit.
So when the inevitable rain happens at the shootout?
Every year, right? It always happens. Happens to me for the last 3 years.
Yep.
Down into the cabin. Right now for the show, we've got this transformed into sort of a day bed. There's also a table that comes up and you can hang out in here. You've got heat, AC, etc. TV, another fridge. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that gorgeous?
That is a big bathroom.
So Jeff, I'm 6 foot tall.
Step on in there.
You know, I'm 6 foot tall. I've still got,
Yeah.
I don't know, 3-4 inches
Uh-huh.
above.
Yep.
Typically in a big crossover bow rider or standing down here in the cabin, you're gonna be ducking your head.
You got a little nook down here too, don't you?
A little midship berth, yeah.
That is,
Let the kids come down and cool off, escape the heat.
that's perfect.
Make some popcorn here in the microwave.
Perfect. You said the refrigerator. Yeah, all the things, huh?
What do you think of the boat, Jeff?
This would fit nicely in my dock.
In your dock?
Well,
Right,
actually,
right.
no. I got to get a bigger dock for it.
right.
It would. I can imagine it would fit nicely.
Yeah, yeah. So a couple more models you might want to think about if you're in the market for this. We've got the 42 here, and we also have a 38 GLS at the shop as well. Same color interior, Trip 400 V10s on the back. Bar stools. I know you love the bar stools, Jeff, right? Yeah?
That was cool.
That was cool. So we have that one, and then guys, the 50 GLS. There's only 2 on the lake. I had the privilege of selling one of those. That is a boat that you have to see.
I feel like we're going to have to spotlight that one some
Yeah.
month, huh?
The demos are always available on that one too.
Sweet,
So, yeah.
sweet. Well, this is, as I mentioned, the beginning of a series now. We're going to do this hopefully in perpetuity. Hopefully I'll be out at Marine Max all the time doing this.
Always will.
I have a feeling I will be. And so I tell you what, let's go ahead and tease This is where are we? This is going to be in March. This will be released in March. So April. Any idea what boat we're gonna highlight?
I guess we'll just tease it and make it a mystery. Right?
Stay tuned.
Right.
Stay
Absolutely.
tuned.
Yep.
You're gonna see a lot more of this guy.
Thank
Thanks,
you, Jeff.
brother. Appreciate
Yep,
you, man.
Absolutely.